Hi guys, Sandra here from createinspain with a very quick video of an experiment that I decided to try. So I've got a piece of blue mirror card here. It's pretty enough, but I think perhaps it could be more interesting as a background than it is currently. So I now have a stencil. Now this brings me to the first little hint or tip I've got here. These things are actually designed for sewing. They are little clips which have got a flat back. They're very strong clips. They're designed for putting fabric sections together and allowing you to sew them under the sewing machine, because this will glide along the sewing machine bed, but they're very handy for something else. So my stencil, this one here, is relatively dirty. Don't worry about it. It did have a sticky back. It is no longer sticky because I haven't washed it, so it's not going to stick onto here. I don't want to put a sticky back stencil onto a mirror card. It's going to be a recipe for disaster. What I'm going to do is to line this up to the edge of my silicone mat. Now, if you don't have a silicone mat, you could just line it up to the edge of a piece of paper. You could get away with doing that, I expect. I'm going to put my stencil there, and I'm going to put my card where I want the pattern to go. Yeah, okay. For demonstration purposes, that will do. Now I want to use this, which is gloss gel, Liquitex gloss gel. Now I'm sure other brands will do the same thing. This just happens to be what I've got. And I'm going to get a bit of this gel and put it onto my mat here. Now here I have a piece of magic sponge, and you might think, what the heck? But magic sponge is quite cheap for me to get around here. It's something I can just use and discard, and it has a flat edge. So you take your texture paste and you try and ensure it doesn't have any lumps in it, and then holding this down, you just stamp down on here. And I do mean stamp, no dragging or anything else, just stamp up and down. Now try and do it in a situation where you can see, the light allows you to see where you have done and where you haven't done. And also don't overdo it. You just want a light covering of this. You're not looking for 1/4 of a centimetre depth or something. You are just looking to get that pattern, whatever it is, onto your card. Pull it up and take that out, and look at that. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty indeed, I think. It's giving a lovely kind of frosted look. It almost looks like I've put a glitter onto it, which obviously I haven't. Now I'm going to leave that to dry and see what the dried finished looks like. But I think it's still going to be pretty. So I did another portion of the same design to test out with foil. Now this pink one is a very cheapo foil. So I let the texture paste dry for an hour or so. And then I attempted to put foil on with using pressure. So I put it through my Gemini. Now it's got a splotchy effect on there, which is what I would expect because the paste was sponged on. That would possibly be okay if I was expecting a distressed version. This was with deco foil, so this one came out better, I would say, but still not absolutely brilliant. But this is not a paste which is designed to do this, and it may well work better if I used the deco foil, transfer foil stuff. So that's an interesting thing. Now this I did, which I knew wouldn't work, but I wanted to show you, and if I zoom in you can probably see a bit better. This one, it has transferred, but it has bits of foil elsewhere, and that's because I attempted to do heat transfer with this. Because it is a mirror card with a plastic layer on it, then the foil will actually stick to the plastic. So it stuck to that first, but yeah, it's going to get to the rest of it as well. Just so you know that that is not a technique that you can easily do. However, this one where I just had the foil card and the texture paste over the top is really, really pretty. It's like a frosted look, and I love it. I think that just looks really nice. As a card background, it would be easy to do, but it gives you a really pretty two-tone effect. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care now.